Congrats on the title win. You really got in Jay's head with...
I know
So
you
what
did
got
not...
it?
Please welcome the new United States Champion. The floor is open to questions. Robin Ray, we'll start with you.
Thanks. One of the hottest topics on my podcast has been your new attitude. Is it here to stay?
I thought you all would have come up with some better questions since the last time I did one of these, but I guess not. All I have to say is look at what I have sitting on the table with me. My so-called new attitude has brought me nothing but success. Despite everyone telling me I should be something else, this isn't temporary. This is who I am.
Okay, next up is Robert Inkin from Sports Coverage Daily.
I wanted to ask about what's next. Now that you've gotten past Jey Uso, what about a possible rematch with Braun Breaker?
Everyone knows this version of me would tear Braun Breaker apart. And that's exactly why the office is too scared to let me go back to Raw. They blocked me in the transfer window, and I'm sure they'll continue to protect their paper champion as long as they can. Until then, I have my own title to defend. One more of these, Saxton, and I'm done.
Okay, let's go with Marcus Brown, Wrestling Spectator.
Can you define your relationship with Hector Flores? Is he your tag partner? Your manager? Both?
Neither. I'm his mentor. That means sometimes he learns by teaming with me and other times from my corner. In return for that valuable experience, he does whatever I tell him to do. No questions asked. And speaking of, there will be no more questions asked by any of you. Next time, do better.
I just wanted to let you know that your issue with our family is far from over.
I beat your brother-in-law in the ring. Beat your father-in-law with a shovel. Unless you got any other in-laws you want me to take out, I think we're done here.
What goes around, comes around. Watch your back.
If it isn't our piece of crap United States champion.
Real professional, Road Dogg.
You want to talk about professional? Aren't you the one who went to a WWE Hall of Famer's house and assaulted him with a shovel? You're not professional. You're criminal.
And yet here I am, walking among the free. So, if I were you, I'd be more careful about what I said. Never know which WWE Hall of Famer I'll end up burying next.
I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, I've been told I have to give you title defense matches, so let's get this over with.
Yeah, let's.
Remember when you were nice? That feels like a long time ago.
This is all for the highly decorated. One of the WWE's most prestigious titles, the United States Championship, is on the line here tonight.
Adding your name to the list of U.S. champions is something everyone in WWE hopes for, but only few can obtain. Set flying!
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed. Collar and elbow.
driving down.
The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way.
Taking a bit of damage, but he shouldn't worry.
It always seems like chaos reigns supreme in a no disqualification match.
Yeah, but it's often the more creative superstars that reap the most rewards in these situations. Now is the time where you have to let those intrusive thoughts win.
And Ludwig can't find a way off the blocks.
Ludwig has got to flip the switch soon.
Snap Merritt over. Precise drop kick to the base of the skull. And he's giving us all a show now. He knows who this crowd paid to see. Boom! All the way to the outside.
Getting tossed out of the ring like that can do some long-term damage. I hope they're okay.
From the middle rope.
The moonsault! That was absolutely unreal.
Coming in at breakneck speed.
Colliding with the announce table. Oh, cracked hard with that table.
We might need to consider relocating soon.
Yeah, this fight's getting closer and closer to our table.
And he tosses it back in now.
Grabbing the title, and I think someone is going to get real up close and personal with it soon.
Snap Merritt over. Precise drop kick to the base of the skull.
No doubt Ludwig is having trouble here.
Kaiser is in peril here.
Look at that counter from Ludwig.
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
Oh, it's coming. Omega driver.
Did the champ just close this out?
The cover.
The champion retains.
Here is your winner, and still WWE United States Champion, the Archetype GK.
I really hope you drop the title in this one. Remember when you were nice? That feels...
The United States Championship has a tremendous amount of history dating back
Let me stop you, Cole. We know the history. Tonight, this match is about the future. The United States Champion isn't focused on how he won it. He's focused on keeping it.
As much as I want to, I can't argue with that, Corey.
Taking head over heels.
And that holds Dragunov back.
And that failed to hit the mark.
All tied up now.
That'll move you back. Shotgun knee strike.
Dragunov in a poor position.
Side slam. And perhaps that size disadvantage coming into play there as Dragunov is put on the defensive.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be enough to end things yet.
just sent crashing to the arena floor.
Leaving the ring right here.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time.
Ooh, like meeting a brick wall there.
From the apron, beautiful springboard moonsault.
Throwing absolute caution to the wind there, and it paid off big time.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
Misses the target.
With a clubbing hit.
Whoa! That'll fillet your chest. Powered up across the shoulders and driven down with Wasteland.
Wasteland into a senton.
Arm wrench. Well, blocks the punch. Oh!
Knee to the face. What impact.
Oof! Causing some serious wear and tear to the leg.
Bam! Nice kick. Belly to back waistlock suplex.
The champion looking slightly rocked now.
Oh, check this out.
Somersault reverse DDT.
And gets sent right into the corner. A bone-rattling knee.
And his ribs may be smarting as it seems his torso is the target du jour.
Slingshot themselves through the ropes.
The springboard attack fails to land.
Stopping the leg.
Big pin for all the marbles.
Shoulder shoots up before two.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting him slightly, it seems. Barrage of fierce offense.
What a suplex.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
And he chooses to leave the ring. Risking it through the air.
It connects.
Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark.
Referee's count getting higher. Better make haste. Back to the ring. Back into the ring, but he was cutting it close to a count out there.
Sling blade. Looking to the crowd like he wants to take them all on.
Turns it around.
He'll drive it up.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Ollie bent down. Russian leg sweep. Oh, look at this combination of strikes.
Looks like he's got 11 arms and feet.
Uh-oh, second rope. Are you kidding me?
Wow! Guys, that might have been the best moonsault ever.
Shotgun knee strike. And Dragunov finds himself on the defensive.
Dragunov's going to have to figure something out.
Off the rope.
This timing with that springboard. Oh, costly error there.
Dragunov left an opening. Omega driver.
A maneuver that the champion has put so many away with before.
Retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still WWE United States Champion, the Archetype.
Please don't ask to rebook this. I'd like to walk away now.
The WWE... United States title is on the line tonight. These superstars look determined not to leave empty-handed.
Oh, the competition here is going to be fierce. That US title has earned a real shine in recent years. It's not just a stepping stone to bigger things. It's an achievement worth pursuing in and of itself.
Staying attached and moves nicely into a tight headlock. Clothesline.
Oh, look at this!
Then
Retains the title!
Here is your winner, and still...
This should be a good one. Go out there and break a leg. Yours.
oh, these two are dropping bombs. No surrender. No mercy.
Talk about a hot start. These two aren't looking to have a friendly competition here.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle.
Powered up across the shoulders and driven down with Wasteland. And a senton for the exclamation point.
Can Gable withstand much more of this?
Chad has to turn this around and quick.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
He's got something in mind. Right to the kidneys from behind.
Gable on the receiving end. Well-placed kick. The challenger really struggling to avoid major damage.
Another reminder that the longer this match goes on, the harder things are going to get.
Heading up to the top turnbuckle.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
Up across the shoulders. What's next? TKO.
Cover to retain the championship.
Retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still...
I speak for all of the United States.
The ref signaling the start of this championship contest here tonight.
There's always a heightened level of
Oh, look at this! Retains the title!
Here is your winner, and still...
I'm feeling a loss here. Fingers crossed.
One of the WWE's most prestigious titles, the United States Championship, is on the line here tonight.
Adding your name to the list of U.S.
Big kick to the leg right there. Oh, got the opponent in a bad position. Oh, nice roll through.
He kicks out before the count hits 2.
I'm surprised the count got that high. Locks up. Into a side headlock here.
And what a reversal from Chad Gable. Headed back into the ring.
Bad spot for Gable.
Powerhouse move with the vertical suplex.
Quickly applies a side headlock. And look at this superstar
Into a spinning drop toe hold. Nice.
sling blade.
Cobra clutch. Torturing their opponent. And this hold is getting tough. Retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still
Sooner or later, you're going to lose.
United States Championship action here. And folks, this should be a good one.
You know, not to brag, but this is one of those titles I put on the map. You know, it means a lot to me, this United States Championship. So I want to see these superstars lay it all on the line, holding nothing back. The United States Championship deserves that.
The champion retains.
here is your winner, and still
Sooner or later, you're going to lose that title.
United States Championship action here. And folks, this should be a good one.
You know, not to brag, but this is one of those.
What's he doing here, Corey? And the ropes will break the hold.
He certainly wanted to keep that submission on longer. O'Connor roll through.
Big Pele kick.
Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra clutch is in. The champion retains.
here is your winner, and still WWE United States.
Can't wait to see you lose.
One of the WWE's most prestigious titles, the United States Championship, is on the line here tonight.
Adding your name to the list of U.S. champions is something everyone in WWE hopes for, but up high!
Oh, that hurt. What a counter. Crash landing.
Whoa, effective fist to get out of trouble.
Oh, sent straight into those steel steps. The force and malice behind that were just on another level.
Truth caught by surprise. Double axe. Cobra clutch cinched in. Torturing the ref. He's forced to tap out. No other choice. Retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still WWE.
I asked if I could just text you matches. Unfortunately, they said no.
Title on the line here. Big fight feel right now. These superstars know it, and so does the WWE Universe.
And when the gold is on the line, that's when the lights are truly at their brightest in this business. All eyes are on this match right now. Will we have a new champ, or will the status quo remain with this reign?
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Oh. Turns that in his favor. Shotgun knee strike. Vintage move here.
The Cobra clutch submission is in. Solid grip. The champion retains.
Here is your winner, and still WWE United States Champion.
I'm sure your lackey will bail you out again in this one.
Well, so much for a feeling out process. These two are unwinding.
And that's exactly what I want to see, man. Two warriors throwing hands.
Hot's swapping some big-time swings here. No end in sight to this exchange. Ugh. Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars are refusing to let up. And this crowd is loving every second of it. Ooh! Shoulder tackle.
He's making his way to ringside now. He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
This changes everything. Pulling up an entire ladder.
And that's our cue to exit.
Yeah, the announce table being cleared off here for something bad.
I think it's time to clear out.
Yeah, this is a bad situation.
Setting that up on the ground. This can't be good. Oh, we're going to go for it. Oh, but wait a minute. We're going to fight out of this with some big punches.
Oh, colliding with a barricade.
Grab the belt. Not sure how they're going to use it, though.
Just absolutely blasted with the gold.
Falls count anywhere match, Corey. What's the strategy here?
Expect the unexpected and roll with the punches. Odds are this match won't end in the ring, so you should already be prepared for that. But as this match goes on and these competitors beat each other up and down the venue, there's going to be some surprises. A smart competitor just needs to be ready for it.
Scaling the ladder here. What's his plan?
Turns it into a pin attempt. No, a kick out.
This one is still anyone's game at this point.
Snap married over.
Uh-oh. Solo reverses and looks to capitalize. Capitalizing on Sikoa's mistake.
Now might be a good time to think about leaving, guys.
Starts ascending the ladder here. Guys, this is crazy.
It doesn't get more high risk than this.
No. Absolutely insane.
Straight from the heavens, connecting in a major way.
Steel stairs to the face. They crushed inside.
Able to parry that one.
Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize?
And now heading back inside the ring.
Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
Placed up on top of the turnbuckle.
And what are they concocting here?
Right to the side of the face.
Tremendous balance.
Hit the moonsault with ease.
Oh, God, did you hear the sound of that impact? And Sikoa on the receiving end again.
Sikoa's resilience from the top.
Big boot over the top and hit the floor hard. We're going to finish it off.
Good Lord, taking flight.
A true sight to behold, only made better by that picture-perfect landing.
Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
Just look at the shock on the champ's face.
That move has brought victory before, but not on this occasion. Might be time to think outside the box. And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Sliding back into the ring. My goodness, did you hear that chop?
Putting him in the corner for something here.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Solo must be getting phased. The champ with the cover. Retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still WWE United States Champion, the Archetype G.
You better be ready for this next title defense. I've got someone lined up who's not the biggest fan of your work. This one's going to be personal.
The champion had no idea who he'd be facing tonight, and it turned out it's an opponent with a whole lot of motivation.
It's hard enough not knowing who you're up against, Cole, but then it turns out to be someone who's got a major Instagram. Good luck with that.
I hear you, Booker, but we've seen the former Archetype do whatever is necessary to win. I think that still gives him the slight edge here against Jimmy Uso.
Oh, right to the gut.
Ali
Bent down. Russian leg sweep. Both wrists captured and boom! Good night. What a knee. Jimmy Uso is hoping the element of surprise will allow him to get some revenge on behalf of his family here tonight. Jimmy Uso getting worked on right now.
Jimmy Uso is being worked on heavily.
Springboard disaster kick finds the mark.
Springboard attack.
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
He's still fighting to keep in this thing.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Throwing caution to the wind.
Body.
Turning themselves into a missile.
And hitting the drop zone. Dead center.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
And now gets tossed into the ring. Climbing up the turnbuckle here. From the top. Double axe handle kick.
The U.S. champ is overcoming the surprise factor just as I predicted.
How about this for a surprise factor? Main event Jey Uso is in the house.
The champion better keep his eye on the ball here.
Jimmy Uso has the United States title.
And the champ has no idea.
Jimmy with the cover.
That's it. We've got a new United States champion.
The so-called Archetype was beaten at his own game. Credit to Jimmy and his brother Jey Uso. This was a team effort.
And it looks like there's some discord between the now former champ and Hector Flores.
You hate to see it. What a night for the entire Uso family.
It was a long trip back here, so I had a lot of time to think about what happened in your match. I feel like I let you down.
You think? You straight up blew it. We've been over this 100 times. What's your job when you're out there in my corner?
Do whatever it takes to make sure you win.
Yeah. And instead, you failed to warn me that Jimmy had recovered. And then, you did nothing while he hit me with my belt. You cost me the match, and my United States title.
I'm sorry.
You're lucky you have a chance to make up for it. Aldous has booked us against the Usos in a steel cage match at Saturday night's main event. This is your opportunity to prove your worth.
I'll be ready.
Good. Because depending on how things go in this match, a lot could change. One way or the other.
It was a long trip back here. Do whatever.
Yeah, you
so I'll
look
be
good.
ready.
What can we expect here, guys? Chaos, turmoil, bloodshed?
All of the above and more, Michael. These four can't stand each other, and now they have no option but to fight to a finish.
All I know is this match will change these four men forever. You can guarantee that.
make his way up the cage.
Gotta be sure-footed climbing that cage.
Oh, man.
Super kick. Good night.
Carefully continuing that journey towards the top of the cage.
Dragon screw leg whip.
Big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Getting him into the corner.
Jimmy.
Punch right to the face. Oh, not today. Caught by surprise with the DDT. Fists are flying in this brutal steel cage match as these four men settle their differences once and for all. Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination. It goes without saying that there's a certain disdain for your opponent when you pull off something like that. Oh.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
This can only be bad for him. Putting some serious wear and tear on that leg. Tendons and ligaments in the leg can be easily damaged by that. Determined to make it up the cage, balance and a tight grip were key. Ollie, back down. Russian leg sweep. Ooh.
Up the cage from the top rope.
Balancing on the top rope here.
Oh, no! From the top rope! He's dragged right off the cage, down to the mat.
You gotta shake it off and bounce back.
Counters! Oh, God! What a shot to the face. Delivers the sling blade.
Oh! Just ripped right into that steel cage.
Oh, crushing headbutt. Look at this. This can't be good. Lands face first.
Oh, putting a lot of pressure.
But a shot to the jaw.
Going to try and scale the steel cage wall.
From the top.
Uso splash!
Jimmy with a game ender.
Super kick! This is a situation you want to avoid. His body is dealing with a lot of stress here.
I don't think anyone wants to spend any more time in this cage because as we just saw, this will all only continue to get worse before it can get anything resembling better.
Oh, what a sling blade.
Brutal
miscalculation.
Big blow there, man. Getting clobbered there, dog.
This whole match has been all gas and no brakes.
Full throttle from the start. This has to be nearing the end. Oh, my goodness. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball. Neckbreaker. Moonsault. He's making the climb up towards the top of the cage. Going to ascend the cage.
Beginning the ascent of this steel structure. Using the top rope to start the climb.
Going up the wall of the steel cage now. And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
Obviously drained from the climb, but he's got to power through. Making his way out, his nerves might be getting the best of him.
Bam! Here he goes, up the wall of the steel cage. Trying to make their way out of the cage. A quick response to Jay's offense. Ooh!
Hector's got a hold of him.
No, no, no! Why? That's why you don't do stupid stuff like diving off the top of the cage.
Down with a Frankenstein.
Kick to the midsection. They were thinking about the glory special. Yes, that's exactly what they were thinking, and it is in.
This whole world going to win. Jay now held tight.
Omega driver. Jay is out. He makes the choice to abandon the hold. Ooh, look at this. Counter. He knew just what to do. Vicious, aggressive attacks.
And we've just witnessed what it means exactly to have adrenaline in your soul.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Super kick. Oh, Flores with good. The target's been acquired once more. Oh.
Just clubbing down.
But can Flores close this? Someone better check on the roof, because it's about to come flying off this place.
This crowd is absolutely thunderous right now, and who could blame him? He's looking to gain the higher ground on the wall of the cage here. The summit of this steel cage is in sight, gentlemen.
Making a move up the cage wall here.
Climbing, headed for the top of the cage. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got, standing on top of the cage.
For the love of God, there is no reward to this kind of risk.
And there he goes, climbing up the cage wall.
Jimmy with the
One step ahead there. Battling on the top. Down they go. Here we go. In for the DDT. Lights out. And he has an answer for Jay. Shotgun knee strike. Once more, setting it up. Omega driver.
No way Jimmy Uso recovers from that.
Snapmare it over. Uh-oh. He's able to reverse it.
got out of dodge that time.
Tossed by the neck.
Oh, right to the esophagus.
Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. TKO. Pinpointing the leg. Ooh.
All eyes focused on this absolute war. In this business, it truly does not get more masterful than this.
Knee strike connects. Oh!
Misses on the springboard and just targeting the midsection.
Gotta be cautious here, man.
Finally reaching the top of the cage here. He's looking for yet another exclamation mark. Omega driver.
Jay is in the worst way now.
Oh, gotta keep your balance, man. Trying to scale that cage wall.
Boof!
And now going to start the climb up the cage.
Looking for the right footing here. Jimmy is locked in on his opponent now.
He's eyeing the top of the cage as he starts his climb. And he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
He's almost there, but it looks like he's struggling to get that other leg out.
And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
Oh, this is the hard part now. He better know what he's doing.
Jimmy laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
Here are your winners, the Archetype.
I know you're not the cordial type these days, but you still haven't told me if you like the gift I sent you.
I've been putting it to good use. Just ask Shinsuke and Rikishi.
Nonetheless, I've been meaning to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You did an excellent job warming up the crowd for my client's main event title defense later tonight. But more generally speaking, I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done since the Raw after Mania. When you weren't sulking away in your gym fighting nobodies, you wasted precious time going around the world searching for something that was never there. In the meantime, my client, Braun Breaker, was growing stronger, successfully defending his championship against every top competitor WWE has to offer. So I thank you, not for anything you've done, but for what you haven't done. See, when you turned down my services, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. If we had worked together, you would have dragged me down with you into your world of failure and depravity, just like you have with your sycophant, Hector Flores. Yeah, don't think I haven't noticed what you've done to him. So that's it. 2 simple words from preventing a downward professional spiral that I may have never recovered from. Thank you.
I have 2 words for you, Paul. Braun's finished. When I get back to Raw, your client will be no match for what I've become. I will take his title, bury him with that shovel, and you will be left with nothing. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
I gotta say, these conversations are getting more and more difficult.
No one's forcing you to talk to me.
No, but I feel an obligation to say something. To make sure you're okay. Look, I'm not here to say I told you so, but since we last spoke, you've lost your title. That was a direct consequence of you taking things too far.
Let me guess. But it's not too late to change.
It's not. And if you decide to make that change, I'll be waiting to support you the entire way.
You can keep it.
I told you I'd be ready. That was a hell of a win we just pulled off.
We? Let's not get carried away. I did most of the work out there.
Still, I think we might be onto something. I've heard that we're next in line for a shot at the tag titles.
I'm focused on the WWE Championship.
Why not both? Imagine having a title belt on each shoulder. That is, if you're on board.
Actually, I'm not on board, Hector.
Okay. We can put off the tag title match.
Stop saying we. I'm not on board with going after the tag titles because I'm not on board with you. I am sick and tired of carrying you around everywhere I go like some kind of parasite, sucking every ounce of success out of my veins. Do you think I forgot that you cost me my United States title? With where I'm headed, I can't afford to have you hold me back anymore.
I was the only one who stuck around at your wrestling school. I dealt the deciding blow that set us on this path. Then I helped you terrorize SmackDown. I sold my soul for you. I thought that meant something.
That's the difference between you and I, Hector. You think I know. And I know I am done with you.
Yeah? Well, I know you'll pay for this someday. Karma's coming.
We'll see. In the meantime, I'm gonna do what I came back for, and that's win the WWE Championship. Without you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest WWE champion of the 21st century.
That's right. And I will be champion again now that I've broken every branch of the Bloodline family tree. Not to mention dropping that deadweight Hector Flores. You guys pay the electric bill, Saxton? Anyway, I'm not talking about Hector ever again. He's the past. And what I want to talk about is the future. Me beating Braun Breaker for the... What the...
We're here. You've damned yourself, turning your back on the light. Now, the darkness is coming.
We're gonna wrap things up.
Just think, in a different timeline, you and me are talking trash to each other about our upcoming tag team championship match.
I'm living in this timeline.
Oh, I know. After you and your little minion managed to steal one from the Usos, all anyone was talking about was, oh no, the New Day must be shaking in their boots. Instead, look at you now.
You should be counting your blessings that I dropped Hector.
I bet Hector's counting his blessings now that the Wyatt Six are after you.
Come on, You don't believe in all that smoke and mirrors?
Looked like you believed at the press conference. You left the business to become a big movie star, only to throw it all away because your ego demanded a comeback the Wyatts are about to bury 6 feet deep.
I'm not afraid of the Wyatt Six.
Not yet. See you around, if the Wyatts don't see you first.
You wanted to talk?
No, I want answers. What are you going to do about the Wyatt Six?
What do you expect me to do? Use my special Wyatt 6 hotline to give Uncle Howdy a jingle and ask him to take it easy on the Archetype?
I expect you to do your job. Your top act just got ambushed at a press conference.
My top act? Is that what you think you are? All you have managed to accomplish since darkening my doorstep is bullying the weak, attacking a legend, and kicking the one person who had any respect for you to the curb.
Fine. So how about you trade me to Raw? The only reason I returned to this cesspool of a company was to get my WWE Championship back from Braun Breaker. And I can't do that here.
I'm afraid running away is not an option.
Then put me in some matches and I'll show the entire world I don't run away from anything. Including some cheap scare tactics from the Wyatts.
You'd be better off staying home. But that's not an option, is it?
We're underway, and Tyler Bate is ready to get things rolling.
Tyler Bate is a heck of a young...
Cobra clutch. Torturing their opponent. Submission locked in.
Tapping out.
Coming out the blocks hot, man. Gotta keep the pressure on.
Yeah, I don't see how you can step off the gas after that. We're underway, and Tyler Bate is ready to get things rolling.
Tyler Bate is ahead.
The Archetype's recurring nightmare is back.
Looks like a Wyatt 6 fake out this time. Still effective.
Looking to put him away. Only getting one out of that pin.
I honestly do not know what took him so long. And he's taking this to the outside now.
And he slides him back to the mat. Punch straight to the face, staves off the attack.
These two trading counters and...
Oh, look at this. That's hooked in deep. And can't take it anymore. Has to tap.
Here is your winner, the Archetype GK!
Remember,
So to win this matchup, you have to...
Starting things off with a good old scrap.
They're separated now, but you best believe...
Nikki Cross is here to unleash her signature brand of chaos.
And she's not wasting any time as she hits the ring like a woman possessed.
Inserting themselves into this action now.
Well, it's apparent that they simply could not wait until after the match to pick this fight.
Watching, waiting, and we know exactly what he's thinking.
Escobar on the receiving end. Got flipped upside down there. How do you avoid the ultimate shame in a tables match, which is getting put through a table that you set up?
Well, we've seen that happen way too many times. I think it comes down to being organized. Don't set up a table if you're not ready to use it immediately. And also, remember where you put them. All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Gets lifted into position.
I don't care how much padding the floor seems to have, being thrown out of the ring like that.
You can go about your business in this match.
Second.
Hey, just because the bell hasn't rung doesn't mean you're safe.
I don't like the action at all, but I have to agree with your sentiment there. The bell rings, and we see a very focused, very motivated Otis.
What I like about Otis is he's got that deceptive power. You look at Otis and just see a cannonball with arms and legs, but let me tell you, he can pick you up. Now what?
The Wyatt Six are a shadow the Archetype can outrun.
Uncle Howdy is in the ring.
Oh, he flips that around. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Sling blade! And now Uncle Howdy is getting beaten down.
Uncle Howdy's perseverance being tested.
And a stomp to the gut.
Oh, God, tossed into those massive steel steps. Absolutely no give there.
Oh, able to get that elbow into the gut, man.
Oh, that knee will take the wind right out of you.
The referee becoming collateral damage.
Otis embroiled by his opponent.
Omega driver. That's the WWE equivalent of a helmet-to-helmet hit right there.
And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
The resilience of a big guy like Otis. That just saved him in this one.
When your opponent can hang after all that, you're wondering if running a win might just be impossible. This could be it. This could be the end. And this one is over.
Here is your winner, the Archetype.
No promises here other than the scheduled match.
And that is why you always need to keep your guard up.
But come on, that was a blatant cheap shot.
This is turning into a brawl.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
Oh,
aggression from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Ooh. Oh, look at this. Oh, kicks.
Now what?
The Wyatt Six are a shadow the Archetype can't outrun.
Uncle Howdy is in the ring.
Going down the attack. He's looking to cause chaos.
Look at him trying to play hero here.
Cover. And he manages to kick out in one.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
Oh, did you see that?
Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio and strength. Caught with a clothesline.
Oh, deadlift. Look at this power. Power slam.
Well, they say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, someone just threw their plan out the window.
He answers right back.
Mateo's pulled in.
German suplex. I think he really felt that one.
Up across the shoulder.
Uh-oh. Big counter by Mateo. Ooh. Mateo never saw that coming. Oh, look at that. That's it. That's a tap.
Boom. It's okay. They weren't that pretty anyway. Up across the shoulders. What's next? TKO.
This is it. He could put him away right here. He smartly uses the ropes to force a break.
And you know what's next, guys?
Omega driver. And a human being can only be spiked like that so many times before they're ultimately down for the count.
Here is your winner, the Archetype G.
You'd be better off staying home. But that's not an option, is it?
Before the bell.
Striking first, always a solid strategy.
Yeah, and a shady strategy. Here's the bell, and we're about to see Joe Hendry in action.
For whatever reason, the people of the WWE Universe, the people of the world, believe in Joe Hendry. Their cheers, their waving hands have all fueled Henry's meteoric rise in this industry.
And somehow the energy behind Henry never slows down. People are still saying his name, and he's still appearing all over the place, like here tonight.
But he's going to have to fight tooth and nail if he wants to get the win over this superstar. This might be one of the toughest men I've ever seen in WWE. Now what?
The Wyatt Six are a shadow the Archetype can't outrun.
Uncle Howdy is in the ring.
Sister Abigail.
Oh, man, that just changed this whole match.
Goes into the corner.
Oof! Shotgun knee strike. Joe experiencing a bit of a setback with that maneuver.
Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra clutch is in.
Oh, I can't take anymore. He's tapping
you need something, Truth?
I'd like not to be smacked by a shovel. I probably didn't make that clear last time.
I'm a little preoccupied with other business to waste my time on you.
That's good to hear. Wait a second. Are you a ghost? Because if you are, legally you have to tell me.
Do I look like a ghost?
I don't know. I never seen one. That's why I had to ask. But you're getting messed with by the Wyatt Six, so I don't know what kind of supernatural stuff you've got going on.
The Wyatt Six have not turned me into a ghost.
That's good. Being a ghost would be hard. You wouldn't be able to pick up your sandwiches. That's probably why ghosts never have picnics. What were we talking about again?
The Wyatt Six.
Why would you bring them up? Now I'm going to have nightmares. One time, I sat in the chair that Uncle Howdy was eyeing, and that night, a strange man was standing in my bathroom. It was just my reflection in the mirror. But still, I learned my lesson. You don't mess with the Wyatts.
Well, they messed with me, and they have no idea who they're dealing with.
No, dog. They know exactly who they're dealing with. You think this is just mind games? They're trying to balance something. After everything you did to me and Rashiki and Jamie Uso, you brought this on yourself.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid.
That's cool, but you will be. Can you go stand somewhere not next to me for a little while?
The Wyatt Six have been interfering in every one of my matches! This is an unsafe work environment!
It is the height of irony that you would complain about the safety of WWE superstars after you literally attacked a legend in his home with a shovel.
I had my reasons.
And the Wyatt Six have their reasons for what they're doing to you.
I didn't do a single thing to them.
Well, you've done plenty. You announced your arrival on my show by breaking a man's arm. You assaulted Rikishi. You abandoned your partner. Again and again, you have gone out of your way to do the wrong thing in order to prove some kind of point.
You want to blame the victim? Fine. If you are incapable of taking care of the Wyatt Six, I'll do it myself.
Tangaloa has his work cut out for him tonight with a bizarre Joe Gacy.
I do not see how someone starts following Uncle Howdy when you end up looking like, oh!
The Archetype from behind! What a cowardly attack!
Cowardly? Have you seen the way the Wyatt Six have been harassing this man? Gacy and the rest of these freaks deserve everything he gives them.
What is Adrian Butler doing? This isn't a match. It's an assault.
The Wyatts have been interfering in the Archetype's business for weeks. It's about time they face some consequences for their actions.
Are you kidding me, Wade? The Wyatt Six are the consequences, and it's time the Archetype paid.
That was a stiff shot with that kendo stick.
Able to slip out of that situation.
The Wyatt Six have been going after the Archetype for weeks, and now he's out for revenge. And he gets set back into the ring. Ooh, he fends that off. Gacy taking him by surprise.
Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Defenses are sharp with this series of reversals.
Gacy has lost any sense of command in this one.
Joe Gacy keeps getting cut down.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stomp to the gut.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring. He quickly slides into the ring.
Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh. Back suplex, no! Driven down.
And knew what was coming there.
I don't know what that was, but it looked like it hurt.
Struck in the face mid-attack.
Up across the shoulders. What's next? TKO.
Measuring it up one more time. An emphatic victory.
The Archetype just told the Wyatt Six that the Hunters have become the Hunted.
But what's he going to do if he catches them?
Uncle Howdy! I'd say we can call you the Wyatt Five now, but I lost count of all you weirdos years ago. However many of you are left, Joe Gacy isn't one of them. If he wasn't knocked out cold right now, he'd tell you that I'm not afraid of your smoke, or your mirrors, or your dumb Halloween masks. You freaks are just rungs on my ladder back to the top. I don't know if you picked my name out of your stupid hat, Howdy, but that was the biggest mistake you've ever made. Next week, SmackDown, you and me. Let's finish this. I am not running from you. You should be running from me.
The passion of the Archetype is at hand. Or maybe it's a crucible. What do you think?
I think I'm surprised you and the rest of your sideshow showed your faces before I expose you in front of all your fireflies tonight.
Exposed. What we see in others is what lives within ourselves. You're lured away by the siren song of Hollywood fame. But pride comes before the fall. When you fail, the truth stares back at you in the mirror.
I'm not one of your pet psychos. You can't get in my head.
You don't see it, do you? We're already there, playing with all the broken pieces.
I have a surprise for you. The only thing breaking tonight is you.
That would be a surprise, but not as big as the one coming your way. Your fate is already sealed. Soon, you'll see.
Demanding a match with Uncle Howdy is a whole lot different than actually standing across the ring from him.
The Archetype looked like the dog called, but man has no idea. Archetype. If Uncle Howdy does, all the smoke and mirrors in the world won't save him from looking up at the lights when this match is over. Brutal knee to the side of the face. Oh, man. Bruising shot to the back. And a stomp to the gut. Oh, looking like a rugby match with that tackle.
And now Uncle Howdy is getting beaten down.
Howdy's resiliency being tested here.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
Look out! You gotta be kidding me! Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Howdy's attack gets reversed.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
Driven into the barricade. Big boom. When the Archetype turns. Turned his back on the WWE Universe and embraced the darkness. He found the Wyatt Six waiting for him and now has to overcome Uncle Howdy. And he re-enters into the ring. The referee is so close to calling a countout.
Gets rattled with a tackle.
Daphne LaShawn with the count. What the?
What's going on here? Where is Uncle Howdy? And who is that freak referee?
It's like the Archetype is looking into a carnival mirror of himself.
That's Hector Flores. That's the Archetype's former partner. Look out!
Sister Abigail!
Not again.
Daphne's back. What is happening?
Uncle Uncle Howdy with the most bizarre victory I've ever seen.
Was that even official?
I don't think that this is the last the Archetype has seen of his former ally and Uncle Howdy's newest follower.
The weak, the weary, the abandoned, and the betrayed. It was you, Archetype. It was you who delivered our new brother to us. Tonight, Hector Flores has been reborn. Because now he wears a new mask. The mask of a beautiful black butterfly, spreading his wings, letting his shadow fall over you. You wanted the dark. It wanted you too. Welcome home.
Did you know? Did you know?
That your former partner joined up with the Wyatt Six? Absolutely not. But I'm not surprised either.
What's that supposed to mean?
You took a kid who worshipped you to the precipice of the best moment of his career, only to cast him aside with barely a word? You had to know he'd go looking for another mentor.
It's not my fault. This is on you. You're the one letting the Wyatt Six do whatever they want on your show. I want to know what you're gonna do about this.
I made the match you wanted, and you lost. What else would you have me do?
Finally pull the trigger on trading me to Raw.
Other than that. If you want an excuse to run away from Hector and the Wyatts for a shot at Braun Breaker, you can try qualifying for the Rumble, like everyone else.
How am I supposed to qualify for the Rumble when I can't get through a match without the Carnival coming to town?
That sounds like a you problem. And as the GM of SmackDown, I have a long enough list of me problems already.
Okay. Try this on. The hell with you. The hell with the Rumble, and the hell with the Wyatt Six. I'm going back to my wrestling school. If they want to take a shot at me, let's see how they do without all the WWE special effects.
Well, that just solved one of my me problems. Best of luck.
What are you doing here, Heyman?
aggressive. You know why I'm here. Business. WWE Championship business. The kind of business you used to be in a long, long time ago.
That's the only business I'm in.
It looks to me like you're playing an entirely different game. Something with ghosts and ghouls and goblins. Are you really going to take a walk right before the Royal Rumble?
Don't you worry. Braun will get his sooner or later. The Wyatts and Hector are just a speed bump.
A speed bump or an exit ramp? Because I just heard the Archetype is tucking his tail between his legs and running away from his problems. Deja vu all over again.
I'm not running away from anything. This is just strategic withdrawal.
I was wrong about you all those years ago. You never had it in you to be a Paul Heyman guy because you don't have the balls.
Tell me that after the next time I face Braun.
Hector? I knew you'd come here. You have to think you're in control.
I am. Take that ridiculous thing off your face.
This is the face that you gave me.
I am not the villain here. I helped you when you were nobody, when you were nothing. I gave you a hand up, and this is how you repay me?
After Braun buried you, I taught you to embrace the underground. We struck down mortals and legends with your wicked spade. You cast me aside like a broken tool.
So you got sad and ran away to join a cult? You're weak. That's why I dumped you. Weak and stupid. Did you really think you could come into my house and threaten me?
Your house? This is not your house. One. 1, 2. That's 3. Bring her out.
Adam? How did you get here?
Through the door? What is with you?
Did you see any of that?
All I see is a guy standing by himself in a wrestling school without any students. What happened to you?
It's the Wyatts. And Hector. They're coming after me, and they...
Stop. Just stop. This isn't about the Wyatt Six. It's not about Hector. This is about you. You went after Jay's dad, man. With a freaking shovel. That's not you.
It was the match with Braun. That match? That humiliation? I can't get it out of my head. It eats, and it eats, and it eats me alive. All I see when I close my eyes is Heyman and Braun looking down at me. So I went down into the dark. Just like Uncle Howdy said. Now, it's too late to get out.
It's not. It never is. But you have to make the choice right here and right now. A choice about the legacy you want to leave in this business and in this world. And this could be the last chance. You have to decide what kind of person you are.
I know exactly who I am.
Oh.
That's right. Go back to WWE. Tell Heyman, tell Braun, you tell them all! I'm coming for them!
Before you say a word, I have a limited amount of time and an even more limited amount of patience for you. If it were up to me, you'd already be suspended.
Well, it looks like you've been overruled, because I'm still here taking up your precious time.
Yes. Time I should be using to welcome the man who actually won the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes. A superstar who clawed his way back with grit, not temper tantrums. That's where my energy's going. Not into cleaning up after whatever meltdown you've got brewing this week.
Got it. I'll save the chaos for after the Cody Rhodes celebration.
Look, for some unfathomable reason, Hunter and the board feel like, despite the fact that you attacked a general manager, that I'm supposed to give you another chance. So this is your chance. Keep the chaos off my show. And maybe, you make it to WrestleMania without burning this bridge down too.
Oh, I'll be at WrestleMania. In the main event. Taking the title off Braun Breaker.
Well, between us, I've got it on very good authority that Cody Rhodes is announcing he's facing Braun at WrestleMania. So I'd suggest tempering your delusions.
I'd suggest you remember what I do to GMs who get in my way.
I don't like where this conversation is going. So I will say this, and then you will leave my office. You are opening SmackDown in a match against LA Knight. Be good, follow the rules.
Sir, yes.
This version of the Archetype does not wrestle with guilt. He wrestles to win. And that makes him dangerous.
You can be dangerous without losing who you are. That line he crossed with Pierce might be the one he can't come back from.
This match with LA Knight won't define his legacy, but it might tell us how far he's willing to fall. Oh, God!
Gets the reversal. What a counter! Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination! Close fist connects.
And he is directed into the corner. Series of kicks in the corner.
Double knees to the chest. And a reversal by LA Knight.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Oh! He got nailed by that last attack. From the middle rope. Wow! From the ropes to the floor.
Launch launched into an aerial assault and getting all of that.
Big impact. Could be a huge tide turner. The former Archetype is looking to make a statement, but we're not sure what kind of statement he's looking to make.
He's got one thing on his mind with that chair, and it has nothing to do with lounging.
And now, Knight is getting beaten down.
This can't be how Knight envisioned this fight going. Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
Oh, the chair projected right to their face. Well, good, the official saw that happen. Foreign object used.
What the hell was that DQ out there? I didn't want to give you a second chance. I was told to. And you just made the entire board look like fools for pushing me into it.
You told me to be a good soldier. You should have realized. I'm a general.
And yet here you are, causing chaos instead of leading anything. You think there won't be consequences? That you're above the system? You're not. You're in it. And now you're mine to deal with.
Then deal with me. Just don't be surprised when the system breaks trying to hold me down.
You're not as invincible as you think. Cody Rhodes didn't need to break the rules or burn bridges. He earned his WrestleMania shot the right way. That's why he'll be out there in the spotlight. And you're in here making excuses.
Well, well. The great comeback continues, I'll admit. I thought maybe you'd finally found that missing gear, that killer instinct that turns contenders into champions.
Funny. I was thinking the same thing about you. Thought you finally learned not to underestimate me.
I don't underestimate you. I understand you. You run hot. You talk big. You make noise. But when it matters most, you crumble. Like a forgotten statue years past its relevancy. That's why you're watching your shot vanish into thin air while Cody Rhodes has the chance to write his own ending at WrestleMania.
You almost sound like you're rooting for him.
Oh, Cody Rhodes is going to lose at WrestleMania to my client, Braun Breaker. But he'll do it under the lights, in the main event, with the world chanting his name and singing his song. And you will be back here, still trying to figure out how the story moved on without you.
I don't need a spotlight to shine, Paul. I'm the damn fire. And this fire will keep burning until I get my shot against Braun.
Sure, face it. While you act out and spiral, the window on your comeback is slamming shut. Late means last, Archetype. And in this business, last means left behind. Hey, have fun watching Braun and Cody at WrestleMania.
And now the GM of SmackDown, Nick Aldis, with what we suspect will be an announcement about WrestleMania.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the winner of the Royal Rumble and the man who will main event WrestleMania, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Here we go, Cody Rhodes on SmackDown for the first time since punching his ticket to WrestleMania.
Cody is really milking his intro, isn't he?
More than usual.
I don't like the looks of this.
Looks like we had our own Rumble, didn't we, Cody? It doesn't look like we've got a Royal Rumble winner after all. That complicates WrestleMania, doesn't it?
That's enough! You are going to face severe consequences.
Oh, what's that, Cody? I should be the next challenger for Braun Breaker? You want me to take your spot?
Cody's got some fight left in him.
I'm afraid you mean hat.
Make the match of this.
You will never get a shot at WrestleMania. You are suspended!
We need medical attention back there immediately. That crossed a major line.
Something tells me the Archetype isn't finished crossing lines.
Our thoughts are with Cody Rhodes.
I don't even know where to start. It wasn't enough to attack me? Someone who stood by you? Someone who came to you as a friend? And now Cody? I once thought you were walking a hard road back, but you're just burning the whole trail behind you.
Hey, at least I'm not forgettable. Not everyone is content to put on a suit, coast into irrelevance, and claim it's a legacy.
You really think you're better this way, don't you? You're not evolving. You're eroding. And you're too far gone to notice the difference.
Whatever version of me gets Braun Breaker at WrestleMania.
Check your phone, idiot. Aldous already made the call. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton. Triple threat at Saturday night's main event. Winner gets Braun. That's the WrestleMania main event. Not you.
No, I'm not letting that happen. I clawed my way back, bled for this place, and now I get to watch from the sidelines while they hand out my WrestleMania spot like a party favor? Not happening.
How are you going to manage that? You're not even allowed in the building. Go home and take a hard look in the mirror.
Oh, hey. I don't think we're supposed to be talking since you're suspended. Unless we're just hanging out. In public, where it's safe.
Relax, Troy. I'm not going to kick your ass in an airport. Unless you give me a reason to.
That is wonderfully reassuring.
I need a WWE producer I can trust to keep his mouth shut. You're going to help me.
Fantastic. I love helping. People always say, if you need anything, ask Troy. He can make it happen.
Good. I just need to know the whereabouts of Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton. At all times. When they're coming, when they're going, when they're vulnerable.
Oh, just that, huh? Yeah. I think that's a very interesting request, and I will consider it.
And I'm reconsidering my stance on airport beatings.
Consider it done. That's what I was gonna say. I suppose you want to get started on this as soon as possible.
Let's start with Kevin Owens.
I know I'm going to regret this.
Kevin Owens is looking totally locked in for his match later tonight in what is now a warm-up for the triple threat.
First Cody, now KO?
That man's not even supposed to be here.
This suspended superstar has found his way backstage to target one of Braun Breaker's potential WrestleMania opponents.
He might not be on the card, but he is clearly still very much in the picture.
And still very much a problem for everyone at the WWE.
Starting with Kevin Owens.
His eyes are fixated. He's looking to end this. Jeez, this is looking like an accident scene now.
And fighting in a parking lot seems like a good way to get injured.
Or a good way to cause an injury. It's all a matter of...
Hoisted up. I don't see them get...
There you are.
Please, no. I didn't know you were asking me to be a part of a crime spree. When I saw KO on that stretcher, my life and career flashed before my eyes.
Calm down, Troy. Kevin Owens is going to be fine. Eventually. Maybe. Who knows? But you're already...
No. I just pointed you in a direction. Under duress. Let's not forget the under duress part. I was very under a lot of duress.
You were an accomplice. You're already on the ride. You think if anyone finds out you helped me, they'll believe you were innocent?
Yes! If there's one thing people know me for, it's my integrity and... Okay, yeah, you're right. What else do you need me to do?
Good boy. I need you to tell me where I might find Seth Rollins.
You might find him any number of places. Spending time with Becky and the kid, at the dentist... Or maybe at NXT next week?
You're turning into a regular, right?
I really wish you wouldn't do this.
There's an added buzz in the air with Seth Rollins returning home to NXT.
The Archetype with another attack.
This man is crossing lines that haven't even been drawn yet.
I don't believe in accidents, man. You take out 2 title contenders, and you're making a claim, loud and violent.
He definitely wants his shot, and he's not waiting for permission.
He's not even waiting until Rollins made it into the building, turning the parking lot into a battleground. Uh-oh, has to find a way out of this.
Carrying opponent into the cart.
I'm turned over out of the cart.
Maybe looking for a power bomb here. But shots to the head quickly put a stop to that.
He's setting his table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Oh, man, through the table. Diving foot stomp. Brutal. Hoisted up. Down hangs. Rollins' NXT homecoming has turned into a nightmare, thanks to the suspended Archetype.
But everything behind that kick.
Great ducking and dodging there.
Enziguri finds its mark.
Rollins making perfectly clear who the...
He left himself wide open. Big mistake.
Rollins evades the attack. He's able to dodge that one.
Uh-oh. Rollins got surprised there.
And I can see some blood coming from the face of Rollins.
My God, that glass just exploded.
No! Glass exploding onto flesh.
And his core might be a bigger target now. Viciously using all that metal.
Oh!
Not looking good in this position.
Dumped into the shopping cart.
Rollins looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
Lift it up. What's next?
Not from up there.
Just exploding.
What on earth?
You gotta be kidding me.
Took a leap of faith and it paid off.
And now it looks like they're done.
You really don't know how to stay gone, do you?
People just don't know how to stay out of my way.
Seth Rollins was supposed to be a special guest referee here tonight to determine the championship match at Stand and Deliver.
And now Seth can't stand or deliver.
When you thought you were too good for NXT a few months ago, that was the best thing to ever happen to me. But at least now the whole world knows the truth. That the Archetype's legacy isn't redemption, it's wreckage.
Careful, Ava. You're one crossed line from being part of the wreckage, too.
You made your mess on SmackDown. Don't drag it down here. I don't want to see you near my show ever again.
Relax. The last man standing between me and Braun Breaker doesn't go here.
Randy Orton appears unfazed by the speculation that he's next on the Archetype's hit list.
That hit list just struck. The suspension isn't cutting it. This man should be arrested.
He's taking out Owens and Rollins, so it's clear what this suspended superstar's endgame is.
But suspended is the key word, Cole. Does he think if he takes out the entire triple threat, they'll put his name in by default?
He sure seems intent to find out, Booker.
And now unloading rights on his opponent. Up across the shoulders. Down and out.
Orton's been the predator for 2 decades, but tonight, he was the prey.
Hope he has a plan climbing that ladder. He's reached the top, not sure what the plan is now.
All right, he's got to refocus up now.
Headed down the ladder to a slightly less dangerous elevation.
He finally reaches the top. I hope his fear of heights doesn't kick in now.
And Orton gets countered there.
The force! And that railing just came flying off the hinges. There's some real shoddy craftsmanship in the back, isn't there?
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stomp to the gut.
And it is a long way down from here, but right now, these superstars aren't exactly thinking rational.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That railing just not cleaned up. Somebody's gonna fall.
Randy predicted that. Good God.
Nothing could have survived that.
Broken glass everywhere. This is a serious situation, guys. I don't see them getting... This man is suspended, but somehow has been allowed to speak here on Saturday night's main event.
If you bought a ticket to see a triple threat match here tonight, I'm sorry to tell you that the card is subject to change. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton were standing between me and my destiny. The main event at WrestleMania. Nick Aldis tried to keep me out of this ring, but he doesn't control me. And now that everyone is out of my way, I'm going after Braun Breaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel to the most explosive, athletically gifted force of this generation, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Champion, Braun Breaker. But tonight, I'm here because of you. You take out the competition, stand here, and call it destiny? This isn't destiny. This is desperation. Your last pathetic play. Because you know the only way you could ever be worthy of standing across from my client, Braun Breaker, is if you were the last man left.
I just have one question. Does he know?
Does he know what?
Does your precious, coddled, oh so special WWE champion know how hard you've been trying to keep me away from him?
What are you talking about?
When I first came back to SmackDown, I was unstoppable. And then here comes Jey Uso. Then Jimmy. Two brothers coming together to come at me. That's the kind of thing that only occurs when someone whispers just loud enough to make real noise. Someone like the wise man. Funny how Hector ended up with the Wyatt Six after I left him behind. They didn't target him at random. Someone pointed them in the direction of a lost soul. Someone who knew exactly what kind of chaos that would unleash. Someone who wanted me trapped in that nightmare while the Royal Rumble came and went. Someone like you.
That is quite the conspiracy theory you've laid out. There's only one problem. It's all completely true. Every twist, every loss, every betrayal, every blindside, every roadblock, that was Paul Heyman. Finding yourself stuck toiling away on SmackDown, far from the WWE champion. That was Paul Heyman. You turned your back on me, so I turned you into my tool. You took out KO, Rollins, Orton, and now my client, Braun Breaker, gets a WrestleMania opponent handpicked by me.
The WWE champion has heard enough.
Braun Breaker is here to get some answers from Paul Heyman.
Braun, there's no need for you to involve yourself.
Is what I'm hearing true?
Yes, but it was strategic. It was all part of
Lied? You manipulated? You made this all about you.
Braun, let's go hash this out over steaks.
No, I don't care about your personal vendettas, and I don't care about WWE suspensions. I'm gonna do what you couldn't and shut this man up by beating him again. This time at WrestleMania. Braun Breaker has made the call himself. We have a WrestleMania main event.
The man we once called the Archetype gets the shot he's been waiting a year for.
Will this be the ultimate finish to his comeback story, or will he fall flat on his face again?
We won't have to wait long to find out.
Wow. So Heyman actually let you off the leash?
This coming from the guy he's had dancing on a string all year.
Yeah? Well, as much as he didn't want this, he led me straight to you.
You've taken a long walk just to get the same result. But after burning all those bridges, Aldis, Pierce, Hector, I guess I can't blame you for being jealous that I've still got someone in my corner. And what did all this get you? Another shot at the guy who already sent you packing.
Sent me packing? You left me breathing. That was your mistake.
Yeah. So you could whine all year about how I broke you. That's the difference between me and you. I win and move on. You lose and make it a lifestyle.
Better than coasting off your daddy's name and Heyman's brain. You've been playing champ while he holds the map. You tried to break me once. This time, I'm the one doing the breaking. And I'm not stopping at the bell.
We've all seen the sad comeback tour. You try to show how tough you are in some wannabe underground street fight. Expect us all to run away because you beat up an old man? Then go tell some campfire ghost stories with the Wyatts. While you spent a year embarrassing yourself, I was defending my title over and over and over again.
Just because you walked in here on your own doesn't mean you're still not hiding behind Heyman's shield. Picking your opponents, your matches.
I can beat any opponent in any match.
How about I name the terms then? Do you want to go run and ask Mr. Heyman if that's okay?
Heyman is an advisor outside of the ring. Inside the ring, it's all me. I don't care what kind of match it is. It ends the same way our last meeting ended. Me as champion and everyone telling you it's time to retire. Name your terms.
If you're really calling the shots, prove it. Tell Heyman to stay backstage. Your sweaty puppet master can watch you lose on TV.
Paul won't like it. But I don't need him. I never did. I'll prove it tonight.
Funny thing about comebacks, everyone watches the start. Everybody watches the end. But a lot of people miss the middle.
You're not gonna give me some nonsense about how getting there is half the fun, are you?
No, just saying it was a long road to get here. But here we are. Main event. WrestleMania.
Jealous?
You're going up against Paul Heyman. I know what it's like to have him in your corner, and I know what it's like to be across from his golden child. Nobody is better at elevating a wrestler's strengths and hiding their weaknesses than Paul Heyman.
Thanks to me, he won't be out there tonight. But I have to admit, having someone like that in your corner must be nice.
Oh, it is. Trust me. I know as well as anyone what he brings, the good and the bad. You've got to wonder what would have changed if you had said yes to him. Between you and me, if you could go back,
there's no point in dwelling on it. I'm focused on my future, which starts tonight. The past is the past.
Yeah, you never know. Who doesn't love a good comeback story, right? Anyway, good luck out there.
Here to wish me luck, Aldous?
We both know luck hasn't gotten you this far. If it were up to me, you'd still be suspended. Actually, let's be honest, you'd be fired.
Starting to sound like you're rooting against me, Nick.
As a general manager, I'm required to remain impartial. But as a man, I would very much enjoy watching Bron Breakker drop you on your smug, condescending face.
You're welcome for the ratings. Now do your job and stay out of the way while I steal the show.
Well, you got your match. Bron Breakker, WrestleMania. And all it cost you, all those years you were off making movies and chasing that dream, I kept my word that whenever you wanted to come back, I'd get you back in. And I did. And I wish I hadn't. I sure hope it was worth it.
It will be when I win.
Will it? In life you don't get do-overs. But if you could, if you had a chance to go back and change just one decision, one moment that sent you off course, you're telling me you wouldn't?
What's the point in rehashing this? I made my choices. You said yourself there's no do-overs. So there's no point in wasting time worrying about it.
Maybe I just want to know if whatever's left of the person I used to respect still exists in there somewhere. Look, anything can happen out there tonight. No Heyman in Bron's corner means be careful. Some people are more dangerous when they've got nothing holding them back. If you win tonight, people won't remember Heyman wasn't there. They'll remember the version of you that was.
Just like everyone else, it sounds like you...
I never said who I was pulling for.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Undisputed WWE Championship.
And now we welcome a man who might not have earned this shot, but took it anyway.
The former Archetype has been beaten to death, defamed, suspended, everything you can throw at someone, and none of it has stopped him from getting here.
He didn't just survive the system, he beat it. Now Heyman's gone, the path is clear, and the man is exactly where he said he would be. WrestleMania main event. Every bridge he burned led to this ring. Now we find out if it was fire or foolishness.
Braun Breaker steps into the arena without his normal safety net.
After holding this title for a year with Paul Heyman, I bet Braun Breaker is anxious to show the world he can hold on to it without him.
The reason you have a manager like Heyman is to avoid doing foolish things like agreeing to a match without him. Braun might want to prove something, but you gotta believe Paul would rather he wasn't trying to do so at WrestleMania.
No safety net for either of these two competitors, just power and violence, and a WWE title on the line.
Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Archetype GK! And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, Braun Breaker!
The unification of the World Championship and WWE Championship in 2002 brought us the undisputed title.
The one title to rule them all.
For the first time in well over a year, Braun Breaker stands in the ring without Paul Heyman at ringside, determined to prove he can handle this match without him.
And that is where the former Archetype is dangerous. He's managed to turn Breaker's pride into a weapon.
I respect Braun for taking that stand, but in this kind of fight, pride can cost you everything.
Goes right for the takedown. Oh, he had that scouted. Shotgun knee strike.
Getting sent to the turnbuckles.
Oh, what a quick answer. Wicked kick.
Stuck in the tree of woe and being viciously kneed over and over again. Get in there, ref. The champion just teed off. Our challenger found no way to break free there.
Finds a counter for Breaker.
Waistlock applied and launched into a German suplex.
The lights don't get brighter than WrestleMania, and surely both of these competitors are feeling all of it. No clue what he hopes to find down there.
He's grabbed the steel chair, only a matter of time before he uses it. Pow!
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
And he's got the hardwood in hand, and you have to imagine a sinister plan for what comes next. Clubbing blow. Deconstructing the knee there.
Damage starting to affect the challenger.
That was just a small sample of Breaker inherited ability.
Wow! We got a front row seat to this action, but it's getting too close, man.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Ah, just a deadlift into a back pin attempt by the champion. An easy kick out there.
He breaks the count before the two, still putting up a hell of a fight.
German suplex.
But that's not all. Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination.
Oh, yeah! Full contact right there.
And he's able to avoid that spear. This could be it. The champ can retain.
The cover kicks out before the count starts.
An adrenaline-fueled, defying kick-out if ever there was one.
And Breaker having to reckon with the fact that his best seemingly wasn't good enough.
Averts disaster with an elbow in the midsection. The springboard attack fails to land. Forced into the corner and needs to stay on the defensive.
And he turned it around. Using the ropes into the roundhouse kick. Uh-oh, second rope. Crash landing. Not a good spot to be in.
Face first impact.
Breaker making a... Wait a second. That's Paul Heyman. And he's heading to the ring.
You can throw him out, write the rules, post the signs, but Heyman always finds a way back in.
Watch your back, schoolboy.
It only gets a 1 count.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
The champ looking to put this one away.
A kick out before won by the challenger.
He was prepared for this. He knew this match would go the distance.
Getting back to his feet, trying to fight on, but it might be too late. Shotgun knee strike.
Counter into a powerbomb.
Being placed onto the top rope. Great athleticism.
Avoided any damage there.
And there's the sling blade. Watch the educated hands and feet. Like he's got 11 arms and feet. Looking to explore things ringside now. Bringing out that ladder, and we are in uncharted waters, ladies and gentlemen. And he comes in under the ropes now. He's headed out to the ringside area.
Sent awkwardly into the table.
Oh, the table definitely connected on that one. Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no.
Oh, big chop block.
Fires back with a knee across the midsection.
Totally helpless at the moment. Could be thinking of high-risk offense here. We're going to finish it off all the way to the outside.
However much you think that hurt, I promise you it was way worse.
Flying ringside with pinpoint accuracy. He's in a bad way, but still has something left in the tank. He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now? And now thrown back into the ring. Getting the ladder in place outside the ring. This is interesting. And dangerous. Heyman can't find any reprieve right now. Heyman has to weather a storm here. He's got something destructive in mind here. This could very well be what decides the match.
Headed all the way to the top. What the hell? Boom.
Connects. Saw it coming. And he's finally found an answer to this offensive storm.
But will that prove to be the chance he needs in this match?
He wants this ladder set up on the outside. I don't know what he's doing.
Taking things back into the ring. And this one might be headed ringside. Left foot hospital, right foot graveyard. Go! Knees to the gut. And Breaker digging deep, finding some light fire there.
Braun's been an aggressor throughout this match, and that's still the case. This late
cover for the championship. He breaks the ref's count after one.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
Pow, right in the kisser. Didn't see it coming. Big clothesline. It looks like he's got a bullseye on his head now.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
And we knew that these two would give each other a fight, but neither one of these men is backing down here. Not even a little.
And neither one of them is giving up. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. And he slides him back to the mat. And now headed to the outside. Hoisted up. Down and
championship on the line. This could be it.
Set straight into the barricade.
Using that barricade with great effect.
Oh, elbow to the stomach, trying to get that separation.
Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
And boom! Oh, he lands hard.
Frankensteiner.
That might have put it away.
Are you kidding me? Not even a one count.
Oh, clothesline. Superstar giving an inch here. Oh!
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Snap married over.
Precise drop kick to the base of the skull.
Perfect execution by the champion. Gets the cover. Retains the title. For the first time in well over a year, Braun Breaker stands in the ring without Paul Heyman at ringside, determined to prove he can handle this match without him.
And that is where the former Archetype is dangerous. He's managed to turn Breaker's pride into a weapon.
I respect Braun for taking that stand, but in this kind of fight, pride can cost you everything.
Turns it around. And now propped up in the corner. Sharp knee.
Brutal stomp to the gut.
Reversal from Braun. Oh, what a tap. And he had Braun's number there. Ripcord, lariat. You've got something else in mind, I guess.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows and a stomp to the gut.
Connects off the springboard. He wriggles out of the danger zone there. Great in-ring IQ on display there.
These attacks of the champ are adding up.
Oh, a moonsault! He clearly wants to dish out more punishment. Boom! Wait a second, that's Paul Heyman, and he's heading to the ring.
You can throw him out, write the rules, post the signs, but Heyman always finds a way back in.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
Ooh! Up across the shoulders, what's next? TKO!
Heading to ringside now.
Grabbing the table here, and I'm sure it's not long for the world in this match.
Oh!
And he gets delivered back into the ring. What the heck is this manager doing looking under the ring? He can't be acting like this.
Snapmare over. Precise drop kick to the base of the skull.
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. He's ready to put that chair to use.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object. German suplex. But that's not all.
Into a ripcord lariat. What a combination.
Launching off the rope
with that gritty. Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Tough spot for Braun to be in.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
He wants this fight on the outside.
This fight now making its way over to our announce desk.
This is my cue to step aside, but you should definitely stay here and hold down the fort.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
No matter which way he uses that ladder, there's going to be a crash.
This is an intriguing place to set up a ladder. What on earth are they thinking right now?
Wards that off. What a response. And he throws the opposition back into the ring. And this one could be moving to ringside. Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
Of all things, a shovel has been introduced into the action.
And he saw that coming from Braun.
Breaker outthought him there.
Serious impact with the barricade.
Like he's got 11 arms and feet.
And Braun's having trouble managing this onslaught.
Any chance for Braun's offense is being trampled.
Breaker's putting his opponent on notice.
Setting up the table here. Who knows?
Breaker's vulnerable here.
Mega driver. Drop the champ right on their head with that. They got to be rattled.
Oh, the sheer force of that Irish whip.
Up across the shoulders. Down and out.
Oh, man. We might have a new champ here. Look at that, man. The man with the plan, setting up that table. This has become a once-in-a-lifetime match.
And the WWE Universe knows it. This is what we all live for.
Oh, he is sadistic. That's the only way to explain why he just abandoned that pin attempt.
Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly. Constant pressure being kept on Braun.
Braun needs to start reacting quicker.
Here comes the pitch. Run!
He's taking things outside now.
What a sick thud from that table.
Setting up that table. No doubt he has dangerous, painful intentions in mind here.
Step ahead there. Holy, meet the barricade. Everything he can do to create space here.
Turns the tables with an elbow to the gut.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Taking this match to the outside. Ooh. Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Breaker needs to find that spark and rally.
Oh, sent careening into the ring post.
Planning something big here. From the top. You gotta be kidding me.
Wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
Breaker scrambling back into the ring. Setting them up on the table.
This could spell danger, Jeff.
From the heavens. He completely missed them up.
Crushing and burning. What a miss from up high. Oh, my God.
He's mounted an all-out assault right now.
Yeah, man. He's just unloading his whole bag right now.
To the steps.
He's headed to the top now. Blast off. Hoisted up. Down.
Pivotal moment. We could have a new champ.
And after that shot to the knee, what could be next? And he slides him back to the mat.
And he fends off the attack.
Shotgun knee strike. No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
Oh.
Going outside. What's he got planned here? Whip back into the ring.
Arm wrench. Oh, blocks the punch and a knee to the chin.
And this one's taken to the outside.
Oh, so hard. It shook the whole table.
Oh, using the table to cause some serious damage. And now he's back into the ring.
Oh, what a forceful clothesline.
And he's being somewhat backed into a corner right now.
This is where you really find out what someone's made of.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Table set and not for supper.
From the heavens. He's back into the ring now.
That was absolute lunacy.
Landing with such force.
Uh-oh. Oh, converts that attack into a vicious bulldog.
Time to back up as the announce desk gets cleared off.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside.
Boom!
Sent crashing into our desk.
Yeah, we might want to think about moving out of here.
From the top! All the way to the outside. Batting it all on a downward from the top.
And it paid off for the moment. Now it's time to capitalize.
Crashing into those cold steel steps.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
And Braun Breaker sending a clear message here.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover. Going for it again. Omega's rival.
You hit a move like that, you're not just trying to win. You're trying to keep your opponent down indefinitely.
No, they kicked out. The champion kicked out.
Taking your opponent's best shot and still, somehow, finding a way back and forth we go. Boom! And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. Boom!
With the tackle.
Axe hang finds the mark. Nice counter from Breaker. Burst into a powerbomb. So much for that attempt. Caught with a lariat. Headed to the top rope. Looking to finish it off. One-ton bomb. This is what it's going to take. You have to go all out if you want that title.
The moment that Paul Heyman feared the most just happened on the grandest stage of them all.
Nonetheless, we're a new, undisputed WWE Champion.
I don't agree with how he got here, and these fans don't either.
Any criticism that Paul Heyman coddled or protected Braun Breaker, that's just going to get louder.
Hold that thought, Wade. What is Paul Heyman doing?
He's heading back to the ring.
Heyman does not know when to quit.
The champ senses something's up.
Is Paul Heyman begging to jump ship?
This is a pivotal moment that could shape the rest of the champion's career and the future of WWE.
Listen to me.
Get up. Let's do this.
Yes.
After everything the Archetype has been through, how can he forget all that inside with Heyman?
He's not forgetting. Those are the reasons he's doing it.
Like it or not, the Archetype and Paul Heyman now sit at the top of WWE.
The Booker T, Wade Barrett, Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and this has been WrestleMania.